Hi, this is Raj from MR Sportscars. Here I've got an absolutely amazing Porsche 911 Carrera S Cabriolet. It's a 991 Gen 1. It's rear wheel drive. It's got the 3.8 litre flat six with 400 horsepower. It's a 2014 model year car, registered in end of September 2013. They sort of start the next year's model spec August, September time each year. So it's exactly the same as a car that would have been registered up to around July 2014. It's an incredible spec. It's a car we've previously sold. You may have seen it before. About a year ago we sold it to the last owner. It now has 3 previous owners rather than 2, and it's done just over 42,400 miles. Just had a major service in November as well at a Porsche specialist called ePorsche. So it's finished in what we call Triple Black, which is Basalt Black Metallic exterior, black mohair hoods, black headlining, and also the extended black leather with contrast silver stitching. So it's got leather basically everywhere you'd want it. So top of the dash, bottom of the dash, center console, the doors, obviously the seats front and back, and also the rear seats as well have all got this lovely black leather. It's got a mega spec, this car, which is why it sold very quickly last time. It's got the black mohair hood, as I said, but it's got the glass screen as well. Now this car, typically with a convertible, I normally start the film with the hood down, but actually I just love the way that this car looks with the hood up. I think it's one of the best looking convertibles you can get, particularly in the Porsche range, where it looks actually better than the coupe with the roof up, because it's got this lovely line all the way from the middle of the roof there all the way down to the rear lights. Just looks so good. And also when you do take the hood down, it also looks phenomenal. Let me just do that now, so you can see that all works as it should. Now I could do it with the controls in there, but I can also do it with the control on the key. So you just hold it, it'll lift up this rear clam, which we've cleaned all of that area there. Again, retreated all of the plastics and all of the rubbers as well. So that's it with the hoods down. Again, incredible, beautiful shape. Now with it being the S model, it has that beautiful flat six direct fuel injection 3.8 litre, 400 horsepower. I think it's around 310 foot-pounds of torque. It will do 60 in around 4 seconds. It's got the 7-speed PDK and all of the sports options, so switchable sports suspension PASM. It has the PTV Plus system, so that's the electronic rear locking differential. It has Sport Chrono Package Plus, so it has the dashboard mounted stopwatch, which works as a clock when you're not using it as a stopwatch. It has Sport Plus, which change a lot of different items on this car in those different modes. For example, the suspension automatically engages into its harder setting, which you can disengage. The Switchable Sports Exhaust also enables, which is also another option on this car. The PADM, the drivetrain mounts, also stiffen, so you feel the gear changes more. It obviously makes the gear changes more aggressive, so it changes the gear shift pattern profile, so it makes the gear changes quicker and also holds on to gears for longer. And it also changes the throttle as well, so it makes the throttle more sensitive. So very sophisticated car. The S models also have the larger brakes, so they have guards red brake calipers. So there they are with the Porsche on the fronts of them. Discs and pads are all good all round, as are the tyres. The tyres are matching Pirelli P-Zero and they're all N0 rated. Lots of tread left on those. I'll just show you the tread on all of these is fantastic. On the outside, this car is it's basically spec'd like a GTS, so it has the sport design apron, which was another option, a very special option on this car, and particularly why we got it, because it gives it that more aggressive look at the front. while still remaining absolutely factory. So that's the same front end as a GTS. It has the bi-xenon headlights in the sort of silver finish, which are a nice contrast to the black paint. It has daylight running lights. It has parking sensors front and rear, so there's little sensors at the front and the back, which then show up on the PCM system, the PCM 3.1, how close you're getting to things, as well as having an audible warning. The wheels are actually the optional 20-inch Carrera Classic wheels, which are diamond cut with the coloured Porsche crests on those. Has the electric folding mirrors, so actually when you get to the car at night, it will actually light up with those little LEDs there. It has the optional clear glass tail lights rather than red, and as I said, it has a switchable sports exhaust, so that sounds phenomenal when you put it onto its sport setting, but it does sound great even in normal mode as well. There's a fuel cap. And on the inside, yeah, the list of options just carries on and on. It's got the wind deflector as well, which is all built into the car. You don't have to get a contraption out the front boot like you do on the older 997s, and it neatly tucks away at the push of a button as well, which really helps with buffeting at speed. So you can quite happily go at 70 miles an hour in this car with the roof down. It has the incredibly comfortable 14-way sports seats, so they are fully electric in every direction, with also having an adjustable knee support and lumbar support in this section here, which you can inflate three different areas. You can inflate with air. Has the embossed headrests as well, and the memory feature as well, so you can have each key with its own settings for the seat, the electric steering column as well. So the column actually is got a little joystick to move the steering wheel up and down and in and out, and it also remembers the position of both mirrors as well. You can have both keys with their individual settings. So say if you're a husband and wife, you can have your own settings for all of those things. So as soon as you unlock it with your key, there are two keys, and if you unlock it with your key, then it will change everything as you unlock it. It can also have a comfort access feature, so basically when you turn the car off, it'll move the seat back and lift the steering column up just to aid getting in and out of the car, and as soon as you put the key back in the ignition to get going again, it will move everything back to where it should be as stored on the memories. Has the BOSE system as well, so the full sound system there, auto lights, and it has the heated steering wheel as well, which is a lovely feature. So that's the multifunction, that's the only steering wheel that you could get the heating on. So it's a really nice feature in winter to have that all heating up in your hands. The seats are obviously spec'd with the optional seat heating as well, so there's those there. It's got a 2-zone climate control system. It's got every option you could get for the PCM as well, so it's got the full jukebox, so you can store music on there. You've got the digital radio, you've obviously got the CD player as well, and also Bluetooth audio as well. So lots of audio options, so you can do Bluetooth audio streaming. You can have the digital radio directly from the car itself without plugging in a phone. It's got the full UK and European maps. As I said, it's covered 42,400 miles. Has the cruise control, and there's all of those buttons there. Let me start the car up actually, so you can hear how lovely it sounds. So that's with it not engaged, and that's with it engaged. So it's a little bit louder, more aggressive. It sounds beautiful. And then it will, as I said, when you press Sport Plus, it engages the suspension, switchable sports exhaust, and it turns off start stop as well. The 7-speed PDK is awesome because it can be running full manual, full auto, or at any point you can start changing gear with the shifter switches on the steering wheel on both sides there. In manual mode, you can also use the gear stick, so you can pull it towards you to go down a gear or push it away to go up a gear. On this screen here, you can actually have different things. You can have different statistics which you determine what you want to see there. You can have what you're playing on the stereo, what your phone is connected to, the map as well, trip meter, sport chrono settings there, G-force meter, and then also you can also check Let's see if that works. No, it's not warmed up enough yet to check the oil, but you can look up the service interval. So this, as I said, was serviced November 2023. So that was a major service. So the next major service is due November 2027. The next minor service is due November 2025. Next oil change is also due November 2025. So lots of life left before you have to do anything. The car's also going to come with 12 months MOT. When you press the different modes, also it shows up on the steering wheel. There is actually launch control as well, so you can actually do a set launch from a start, which I've never tried, but I hear it is quite a ferocious way of getting going in these cars. So I'm just going to show you the file, because this is a PDF which we produce for all our cars, as well as having all the invoices of servicing and things. We produce this PDF which shows you the full spec of the car, everything from the dimensions to the weight to the acceleration to the power. So it's actually 400 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque, so more torque than I said it was. Top speed 187. All of this can be looked up on our website if you go to the advert. There's the full option list, which is absolutely huge. I'm just going to quickly look through it to just see if there's anything I've missed. The keys are painted in gloss black as well. Well, one's gloss black and one's red. It has the GTS front bumper. It has the 5mm wheel spaces front and rear, which were fitted from the factory as well. Switchable sports exhaust, PTV plus with the rear differential, which is also something you'd find typically on GTSs as well. So this car is essentially a GTS spec 911 Carrera S. So really nice car. It's got the full auto dimming mirrors and also the auto wipers. Cruise control system, which I may have mentioned, but there it is. It's got the full cruise control system as well installed from the factory. Climate control, park assist, sport chrono. It's got the tracker as well. That's all checked and working. It isn't currently enabled, but you can re-enable it with Vodafone, who authorise it. And then we've done a full diagnostics with the official Porsche diagnostic system, PWIS 3. So we've checked for over revs, which it doesn't have any other beyond range 1 and 2, which is just at or below the red line, which is absolutely fine. The thing you want to look out for is 4, 5 and 6, particularly on a manual car. PDKs, it kind of protects you from misshift. It does completely protect you from misshifting, but we still do that check. We also check the engine hours and check it against the mileage to make sure the car isn't clocked, and we also just interrogate the ECU to make sure it is matching up with everything on the car. So the VIN number, the engine number, all of the options which you see there, they're all actually all stored within the car's memory. And then we do the full service history is also available there. So it's full Porsche main dealer history up until the last service, which was at ePorsche, based in Surrey. It's obviously HPI clear as well, and there's the HPI certificates, all the MOT certificates, and then the servicing invoices as well. So very comprehensive history, as you'd expect. So I'll just show you the spoiler, how that goes up. So it goes up really smoothly. Goes up at 70, goes back down at around 50. If you ever need to top up the coolant or the oil, you actually lift that rear clam up, and then you can see the cooling fans for the engine. It says Carrera 3.8 there, and then you've got the coolant and the oil caps there. That's unique to the convertible. The rear seats also fold down, so you've got a nice storage area there where you can fit a set of golf clubs. Also, I didn't mention that this car was also spec from the factory with ISOFIX in the front passenger seat, so it's got the 2 hoops there for putting a child seat or booster seat in the front there, as well as having the standard ISOFIX points in the back. So you lift this section up, and then you've got the metal hoops there. And at the front, it's all lovely and clean. Tyre gels in that side, set of tools is in that side with towing eye and the locking wheel bolt. Under here you've got a decent battery, quite recent, and the Porsche tyre compressor in that section there, so a decent Bosch there. Perfect start-stop battery, which is a feature this car has, so it needs a special AGM battery, active glass matrix I think it stands for. All of the original stickers from the factory are on the panel, so all the panels are original. The paint's all original as well. It's probably had a front bumper respray at some stage, but other than that the paint is original, in lovely condition. We've machine polished and waxed this car, so it is fully treated. The hood's also been treated with the Auto Glim cleaner, and then the Auto Finesse waterproofing has been applied to it as well, so it's in a really nice condition. Wheels are in lovely condition as well, unmarked. I think from memory we had them refurbished before the last chap bought it, so they've all been freshly diamond cut last year, with the insides all painted, so they're in great condition as well. The car is in just absolutely stunning condition, ready to be enjoyed. It's a great all year round sports car. A lot of people do wonder whether you could use these all year round, and you really can, because they've got a lovely hood system which is double skinned, so when you're in the car you don't get a lot of road noise. It's very much similar in the sound as a coupe with the roof up, but with the roof down you get so much more experience of the outside world. You don't have to be going a million miles an hour to really enjoy a drive with a convertible. And as you can see, I mean, the shape of it with that GTS front bumper, the 20-inch Carrera Classic wheels, Basalt Black paintwork, those clear glass tail lights, and that lovely hump at the back that is just so recognisable as being a Porsche 911, just make it a great car to own and cherish. I think I've covered everything I wanted to. If you have any questions, if you are interested in the car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.